Hello friends, happy almost New Year. It's almost 3 o'clock right now and I'm making this video on December 31st. And I know I told you guys that you wouldn't be seeing me until after the New Year. I changed that idea. I pretty much scrapped that and I'm like, you know what, we're gonna make a video today because I'm like just stressed and I couldn't find anything to do and my mom didn't want me to be surfing the internet anymore. So I'm here making this video. So today I'm going to be talking about New Year's resolutions. Everyone loves the idea of making them. No one likes the idea of going through with them. But I'm not going to be talking about like typical New Year's resolutions like eat healthier, be more social, you know, be more open and stuff like that. I'm going to be talking about resolutions that we can have as Christians. So I have come up with a list of resolutions that we can have as Christians, and it's going to be my 2020 resolutions list. So for me, my resolutions for this year, I really only had one, and that was just to be not be a pushover, because I am a huge pushover, you guys. I get, like, someone tells me what to do, I'm like, okay, like, I'm not super, before in 2019, I pretty much like went along with whatever somebody told me to do, even if I didn't like it. I wasn't very like open about how I felt. So that was my goal for this year, and I feel like I pretty much accomplished that, and so I'm really proud of myself for figuring out that like I am in control of myself and that I can stand up for what I think is right or wrong. So that was my goal, and I accomplished that, and I would love for you guys to put in the comments what your goal for 2020 was, and if you accomplished it or not, or if you just have any funny resolutions from years past or any stories about that. So that is my resolution story that I completed, because I really didn't have resolutions before last year. I just never really had anything. This year, one of my resolutions that is not like a religion goal is to become a better cook and to eat healthier. I already do eat healthy, but I have a lot of snacks, a lot. So I just want to have less snacks and eat when I'm supposed to, but I also only weigh 85 pounds. So, you know, I'm not too concerned about that one, but I do want to become a better cook. So, without further ado, I'm going to read you guys my list of resolutions for 2021. So real fast, I would encourage you guys to like get a piece of paper or grab your resolutions list if you already have one to, if you find any that you like, to write them down. Okay, so I have 9 resolutions on this list, but before you like get all freaked out by those, they're all pretty vague, and I mean like you can add as many as you want or not. So let's get started. My first resolution is pretty simple. Pray more. I have really bad anxiety and stress about stuff. I am going to be going back to in-person school in March, I think, March or April, and I'm nervous about it, you know, like, it's a good nervous kind of, because like I'm really excited. I love school. I love the learning aspect, but I also just love being around people. So my goal is to pray more and not get all up in my head about it, because that is definitely something that I do. And right now, as I'm getting really excited, I'm talking with my hands a lot. So that is my first goal. Next, don't be so focused on things of this world. That is a hard one, you guys. I've talked about this one a couple times, like just the goal of not really being focused on things of this world, but it's like really, really hard. When you think about things of this world, you know, it's like wanting stuff. So that is a hard one, and I would encourage you to make that a goal. Just think about it less and more think about God and other people instead of yourself. So that is one goal that you would have, and I really, really encourage you guys to take that one on. So the next one goes along with my previous one, and that is to focus more on God. And so those two kind of pair into each other, so you can make that one resolution. So that just means that you should focus more on God and not on things of this earth. Obviously, like, you have to focus on schoolwork or whatever the heck you're doing, sports or whatever you have to do at the time. So there is stuff that you have to focus on, but you can choose to focus on God instead of doing something. So instead of going and watching videos on YouTube of that random stuff, you could come and use YouTube for good. You could watch my videos, you could watch somebody else. There's so many Christian videos on the internet, guys. Or you could just go online. So instead of like using some website to look at memes or whatever, you could look at Bible verses and stuff like that on the Bible app. So that is a good one. The next one that I have is like my favorite one, I think, and that is don't conform to society. I watched a really interesting video this morning about progressive Christianity and just how different it is from traditional Christianity. And I looked down in the comments and they said that it should not be called progressive Christianity and that it should be called conformative Christianity. It really is just conforming to what other people think. It's like conforming to what other people think about the world while also kind of having a Jesus mindset. So that is just my goal, is to not, it's kind of like similar to the one for this year, to not be a pushover. It's like, okay, I need to stand up for what I believe in, and I need to not just go along with the crowd and be like, oh, everybody else is supporting this, even though it's against the Bible, I should go do that too. Just like not doing that. My next one is to be open about my religion, like to be open to questions and teaching other people about it. I feel like I'm doing a pretty good job of this right now. But I want to like increase in that, especially with going back to school. I just realized I'm talking really fast, so I'm going to slow down a little bit. Going back to school, I want to be more open about my relationship with God. Even though I do go to a Christian school, I still want to be open about it, because even though it's a Christian school, not everybody there is a Christian, because it's just a private school. And so, if you've got money, then they'll be like, oh, I don't really care that it's a Christian school, like I'll just send my kids there. So there are people there that are not Christians, and so I want to be, or not very strong Christians, so I want to be open about my relationship with God and how amazing it is, and I want to like share the gospel with them, and I want to make more disciples of Jesus. So next one is to love others. It seems simple on paper. It is not simple in real life. It's hard. Like, it seems like that's a really good goal, because it is. And so it seems, when you're in a good mood, it seems really happy to love, when you're in a good mood, it seems really easy to love other people. But when you're in a bad mood or when you're mad at somebody, it's 10 times harder, guys. It is not easy at all. Like, you're like, oh my gosh, I just want to strangle you, Thankfully, I have never strangled anybody in my anger, but I have got mad punch pillows, so I just need to learn to slow down and not punch the pillows. Even though that's good, I want to punch the Bible with my eyeballs. Like, I want to read it with my eyeballs instead of punching the pillows with my hands. So I want to take that time to, just excuse myself to my room, open my Bible, read, or listen to Christian music or whatever. So that's that one. Next one is to accept people's sins and all. I have a hard time with this one, you guys. I'm going to be open about this, because my goal is to be open about my religion and my beliefs. I don't support LGBTQ plus rights. I love those people just as much, but I don't support it, I guess. And it's sometimes really hard for me to accept those people as being friends. If I had a friend who is LGBTQ, I would have a hard time, being kind of close with them or anything. That's just me, and so I want to be more accepting of people, because in the Bible it says that if we accept other people, God will accept us, and I know that is really important for God to accept us. Next one is to be patient. I've had so many problems with this, especially in the later months of quarantine. I am getting so antsy being at home. First I wanted to move. Then I wanted to host a foreign exchange student. Now I want to have a baby, have my mom have a baby or adopt a baby or something. And I'm just I need to be patient, and I need to slow down, and I need to think about the fact that the vaccine is coming soon, and then I'll be able to go back to normal life. And then once I go back to normal life, these aren't going to sound like good ideas anymore. So I'm just I need to take a chill pill, I need to calm down, I need to be more patient with life, and just need to be patient so that we can get the vaccine, and I am confident that it is on the way, and I have hope. The last one is the most important, and it is make God the most important. That is so hard when you have friends, if you have a boyfriend or a girlfriend, if you have pets, family members. I have a hard time, because I love my family so much. I think that they're the most important thing to me right now. And so it's hard for me to make God first sometimes, but it needs to happen. And so that's where it gets tough. Riley Dog just decided to come in. You want to share some of your resolutions? Yes, you need to be nicer. He needs to be a nicer dog. Anyways, so making God the most important thing in your life is a really hard one, but I also really encourage you to take that one on, because it's hard, it's fun to have. these are all amazing. So along with whatever resolutions you have, I love these ones. So I will add more resolutions to my list, but those are the ones that I have come up with so far today. So I've got to go. I have to finish. I've got some diary entries to put in because I have not finished like my Christmas entries or whatever, so I need to finish that up. And then my grandma's gonna be here soon. We're gonna do a little dinner with her tonight, so I want you guys to share with me, what are your New Year's resolutions? What did you do for New Year's? Did you do anything fun? So thank you guys for watching, and Happy New Year. And I promise now, the next time you see me, it will be 2021. So bye, Happy New Year's.